Hello and welcome everyone. So we are back with our daily current affairs analysis through multiple choice questions. This will be the analysis of 28th of July 2020. So we are going to discuss today Bureau of Indian Standards Act, Powers of Governor, Dare to Dream 2.0, Global Forest Resources Assessment of 2020, Istanbul Convention, Mausam, that is a mobile app, Darfur, Chengdu, Okavango Delta, the places in news, Environment Impact Assessment, Notification of 2020, Global Annual to Decadal Climate Update of 2020, and at last we will have a discussion on Dadabhai Naoroji. So, আমাৰ যেটো 26 তাৰিখৰ ভিডিও আছিল তাত লাষ্টত মই এটা কোৱেশ্চন সুধিছিলো যে in which session of Indian National Congress did Mahatma Gandhi become the president? Our option gita আছিল Karachi, Belgaum, Nagpur or Kolkata. So your correct answer to hobo Belgaum. So your explanation to my last video te di disilu kyo ei session to important hoy. Hope apnaloke agor video tu saise. So ajir amar jetu question hol start question to hetu hobo who was the first editor of Jonagi? Options are Lakshminath Besbarua, Chandrakumar Agarwala, Hemchandra Goswami or Ratneshwar Mohanto. Apnaloke your answer to comment section ot janabo amak. So let's start with our today's analysis. So with reference to Bureau of Indian Standards Act, consider the following statements. It provides for hallmarking of precious metal articles only. There is a provision for recall of the products that do not conform to the relevant Indian standard. So we have to choose the correct statements. Our options are 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2 or none of the above. So among the given statements, only the second statement is correct. So B will be the correct option. Let's see why. So Bureau of Indian Standards Act allows multiple types of simplified conformity assessment schemes, including self-declaration of conformity. BIS Act provides enabling provisions for making hallmarking of precious metal articles and many other products such as hardwares and electronics. Hence our first statement is not correct. There is a provision for repair or recall of the products bearing standard mark that do not conform to the relevant Indian standard. So moving to the next question we have. So with reference to the powers of governor, consider the following statements. Governor had the discretion to summon, dissolve and prorogue the state legislative assembly. Article 163 of the Constitution limits the discretionary power of the governor. So we have to choose the correct statements. Options are 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2 or none of the above. So among the given statements, only the second statement is correct. So B will be the correct option. Let's look into the explanation. So what does the Article 174 of the Constitution says? It authorizes the governor to summon, dissolve and prorogue the state legislative assembly. However, the governor can exercise the above only as per the Article 163 of the Constitution, which says that the governor acts on the aid and advice of the Council of Ministers headed by the Chief Minister. মানে গভর্নমেন্টে নিজৰ ইচ্ছা মতে এটো কৰিব নোৱাৰে, তেও কাৰ মতে চলিব লাগিব? Council of Minister headed by the Chief Minister. So তেও নিজৰ ইচ্ছা মতে এটো কৰিব নোৱাৰে. কিন্তু Article 163 clause 1 essentially limits any discretionary power of the governor only to cases where the Constitution expressly specified that the governor must act on his own and apply an independent mind. The governor can exercise his discretionary power under Article 174 when the Chief Minister has lost the support of the House and his strength is debatable. Government ketia nijor issa mote summon, dissolve, prorogue koribo paribo legislative assembly jetia he government khanor nijor majority support to nathake. Okay, so that's it. Moving to the next question we have. With reference to Dare to Dream 2.0, consider the following statements. It is an innovation contest launched by Indian Space Research Organization under Atmanirbhar Bharat. It aims to promote the innovators and startups for innovation in defense and aerospace technologies. So which of the statements are correct? Our options are 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2 or none of the above. So among the given statement, only the second statement is correct. So B will be the correct option. Let's look into the explanation. So the Defense Research and Development Organization, that is DRDO, has launched an innovation contest Dare to Dream 2.0 on the 5th death anniversary of former President Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. The Dare to Dream 2.0 is an open challenge to promote the innovators and startups of the country for innovation in defense and aerospace technologies in the country after the call of Atmanirbhar Bharat. Award money up to 10 lakh for startup and rupees 5 lakh to individual category will be given to the winners. So that's it. Moving to the next question we have. So consider the following statements regarding the Food and Agriculture Organization Global Forest Resources Assessment of 2020. Russia accounts for 1/5 of the total forest area of the world. Subtropical domain has the largest proportion of the world's forest, followed by the tropical and temperate domains. So we have to choose the correct statements. So the options are 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or none of the above. So among the given statement, only the first statement is correct. So A will be the correct option. Let's look into the explanation. So more than half, that is 54% of the world's forest is in only 5 countries. They are the Russian Federation, Brazil, Canada, the United States of America, and China, with Russia itself having 20%, that is 1/5 of the world's forest area. The tropical domain has the largest proportion of the world's forest, that is of 45%, followed by the boreal, temperate and subtropical domains. So what is India's position? India has 2% of the world's forest and has ranked 3rd among the top 10 countries that have gained in forest areas in the last decade. So that's a good news for us. So that's it. Moving to the next question we have. So consider the following statements regarding the Istanbul Convention. It is a human rights treaty on preventing and combating violence against women. India is a signatory to the convention. So we have to choose the correct statements. Options are 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or none of the above. So among the given statement, only the first statement is correct. So A will be the correct option. Let's look into the explanation. So the Istanbul Convention is the Council of Europe Convention on preventing and combating violence against women and domestic violences. So it is popularly known as Istanbul Convention. India is not a signatory to the convention. It is a treaty under the Council of Europe, an international organization with 47 members with aim to uphold human rights, democracy and the rule of law in Europe. The convention came into force on 1st August 2014 and has been signed by 45 countries and the European Union. It is the obligation of the state to fully address it in all its forms and to take measures to prevent violence against women, protect its victims and prosecute the perpetrators. So why this is in news? Because Poland has recently decided to withdraw from the convention. So that's it. Moving to the next question we have. Consider the following statements regarding the Mausam Mobile App. It has been launched by the Department of Science and Technology. The application has utility of providing weather forecast and radar images to the user. So we have to choose the correct statements. The options are 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or none of the above. So among the given statements, only the second statement is correct. So B will be the correct option. Let's look at the explanation. So the Mausam mobile application has been launched recently by the Ministry of Earth Sciences. The mobile app has been designed and developed jointly by International Crops Research Institute for Semi-Arid Tropics, Digital Agriculture and Youth Team, Indian Institute of Tropical Meteorology, that is IITM, Pune, and Indian Meteorological Department. As per the PIB release, users can access observed weather forecasts, radar images, and be proactively warned of impending weather events. The Mausam mobile app has the following 5 services: current weather, nowcast, 3-hourly warnings of localized weather phenomena, city forecast, warnings and radar products. So that's it. Moving to the next question we have. So which of the following pairs are correctly matched? Darfur, Syria, Chengdu, China, Okavango Delta, Botswana. So we have to choose the correct code. So the options are 1 and 2 only, 2 and 3 only, 1 and 3 only, or all of the above. So among the given pairs, only the second and third pairs are correctly matched. So B will be the correct option. Let's look into the explanation. So Darfur is a region in western Sudan. The conflict in Darfur has been in news recently It began in 2003 when rebels launched an insurrection to protest what they contended was the Sudanese government's disregard for the western region and its non-Arabic population. Recently, people start returning home in time for this year's planting season after a government-sponsored deal was reached 2 months ago. But this has led a new conflict over land rights between the people who took over the land with those who have returned. Then, Chengdu is the capital of southwestern China's Sichuan province. China recently asked USA to shut its consulate in Chengdu in response to similar action by USA in Houston. The Okavango Delta in Botswana is an island delta formed where the Okavango River reaches the central part of the endorheic basin of the Kalahari. Why this was in news? Because hundreds of elephants have died mysteriously in Botswana's Okavango Delta. So that's it. Moving to the next question we have. Which of the following projects do not require prior environmental clearance under the draft Environmental Impact Assessment Notification of 2020? Solar photovoltaic projects, coal and non-coal mineral prospecting, digging of well for irrigation or drinking water purpose. So we have to choose the correct code. Our options are 1 and 2 only, 2 and 3 only, 1 and 3 only, or all of the above. So all statements are correct. Let's look into the explanation. So section 26 provides a list of projects that would not attract environmental clearance or permission. They include removal of sand deposits on agricultural fields after flood by farmers, extraction or sourcing or borrowing of ordinary art for the linear projects like roads, pipelines, etc., dredging and desilting of dams, reservoirs, weirs, barrages, etc., digging of well for irrigation or drinking water purpose, solar photovoltaic power projects, solar thermal power plants, and development of solar parks, etc. Then coal and non-coal mineral prospecting are also included. So that's it. Moving to the next question we have. Who among the following has released the Global Annual to Decadal Climate Update 2020? Options are United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, United Nations Environment Programme, World Meteorological Organization, or Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. So the correct option will be C, World Meteorological Organization. So let's look into the explanation. So the Global Annual to Decadal Climate Update 2020 has been released by the World Meteorological Organization. The Global Annual to Decadal Climate Update provides a climate outlook for the next 5 years, updated annually. What are the highlights? Annual global temperature is likely to be at least 1 degree Celsius warmer than pre-industrial levels in each of the coming 5 years and is very likely to be within the range of 0.91 to 1.59 degree Celsius. Over 2020 to 2024, almost all regions except parts of the southern oceans are likely to be warmer than the recent past. Over 2020 to 2024, high latitude regions and the Sahel are likely to be wetter than the recent past, whereas northern and western parts of the South America are likely to be drier. Over 2020-2024, sea level pressure anomalies suggest that the northern North Atlantic region could have stronger westerly winds, leading to more storms in Western Europe. In 2020, large land areas in the northern hemisphere are likely to be over 0.8 degrees Celsius warmer than the recent past. In 2020, the Arctic is likely to have warmed by more than twice as much as the global mean. So that's it. Moving to the next question we have. So consider the following statements regarding Dadabhai Naoroji. He was the first Indian to be elected to Parliament in Britain. He was founding member of the London Indian Society and the East India Association. He was proponent of the drain theory and economic critique of British imperialism in India. So we have to choose the correct statements. So the options are 1 only, 2 only, 1 only, 2 and 3 only, 1 and 3 only, or all of the above. So all the given statements are correct. So D will be the correct option. Let's look into the explanation. So Dadabhai Naoroji was the first Indian to become a member of Parliament of the British as a member of the Liberal Party in 1892. Dadabhai Naoroji founded the London Indian Society in the year 1865 and the East India Association in 1866 in collaboration with Indians and retired British officials in London. It superseded the London Indian Society and was a platform for discussing matters and ideas about India and to provide representation for Indians to the government. Dadabhai Naoroji was an economist and proponent of the drain theory, building up a detailed economic critique of the British imperialism in India. In the year 1901, he published Poverty and Un-British Rule in India. The book spoke of how the British plundered the resources of India that consistently led to the rise of destitution and misery in India. So that's it for today. Hope you like the video. If you like the video, please share it and subscribe to our channel so that you can get timely update of our video. Meet you in the next video. Till then, thank you.